So many of us have these incredible skills we've spent years, maybe even decades building up. Maybe you're a total rock star at writing, or you can code circles around anyone, or you're just a genius at managing projects. But there's this huge invisible wall between having that skill and actually turning it into real income. Well, this explainer, we're going to tear down that wall. So if you're ready to stop just having a skill and start really profiting from it, let's dive in. So let's start right here. I want you to honestly ask yourself this question. It's so easy to get stuck in a job or to feel like your expertise is just, a hobby or something you do on the side. But what if it's actually a valuable asset just waiting to be cashed in? In the next few minutes, we're going to build the blueprint to make the answer to that question a loud and clear yes. Okay, before we get into any of the how-tos, the tactics, or the business models, we have to start with the most important part of this whole thing, your mindset. Seriously, this is all about a huge shift in how you see your own abilities. And this really says it all, doesn't it? The most powerful asset you own is already sitting in your head. This isn't about going out and learning some brand new thing. It's about finally recognizing the treasure you've already got and truly believing that it has real, tangible value out there in the world. I love this quote because it is so true. Things like imposter syndrome, that little voice in your head that says, "Who would pay me for this?" That stuff stops more talented people in their tracks than any lack of opportunity ever could. Trust me, the market for expertise is massive. The real challenge is just giving yourself permission to step into it. All right, so now that we've got our heads in the right place, let's get tactical. We are going to walk through a really simple, repeatable framework that you can use to turn your skill into something real, something you can actually sell. You know that feeling when you think about starting a business and it just feels like a giant, tangled mess of chaos? It's overwhelming, right? There's no clear path. Well, our goal right now is to untangle all of that. We're going to turn that chaos into a super simple 3-step process you can actually follow. And there it is. Identify, package, and market. That's it. Think of it like an assembly line. You take the raw material, that's your skill, you shape it into a specific product, and then you get it to the right people. Let's break down each one of those steps. Okay, step 1. The key word here is specific. See, saying I'm a good writer is nice, but it's not a business. But saying I write killer email newsletters for small e-commerce shops to help them keep their customers coming back, now that is a business. You got to ask yourself, who exactly do I help and what specific problem do I solve for them? Next up, you have to package that value. This is where your intangible skill becomes a real tangible offer. Maybe it's a 3-month social media kickstart package or a 1-day website SEO audit or even an ebook like The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Sourdough. The point is, it has a name, it has a clear result, and it has a price tag. And finally, the last piece of the puzzle, you market your offer. Now, this isn't just about yelling on social media and hoping someone listens. It's about being smart. You go back to step 1, to that very specific audience you identified, and you find out where they hang out. Then you show up and clearly explain how your package is the exact solution to their problem. So you've got the blueprint. Awesome. Now you just need to pick the right vehicle to deliver your offer. Are you building a speedboat that's fast and nimble? A giant cargo ship that can scale? Or maybe a rocket ship? Let's figure that out by looking at business models. Okay, take a look at this because it really breaks down the trade-offs you're making. Freelancing, it's often the fastest way to get started, but it's the hardest to scale up. Then you have digital products, which are kind of the opposite. They take a lot of time to build up front, but then they can scale like crazy. And consulting, well, it sits right there in the middle. You can make a lot of money, but it's still pretty tied to your personal time. Now, these service-based models, they're a fantastic way to get your foot in the door. You're getting paid to directly use your skills to solve a client's problem. It's a great feeling. But the key thing to always remember here is that your income is capped by the number of hours in a day. At the end of the day, you are the product. This is where things get really interesting. This model is a total shift from selling your time to selling a product. You create something once, a course, a template, an ebook, and you can sell it again and again and again without you having to be directly involved every single time. This is how you literally uncouple your income from your time. Okay, let's talk about the 2 biggest hurdles, the ones that trip almost everyone up, figuring out what to charge, and then, actually finding someone to pay you. Let's talk about pricing. Most people, when they start out, they just default to an hourly rate. It feels simple, right? But look at this comparison. Value-based pricing, even though it's a little harder to figure out, completely changes the game. You're not getting paid for your hours anymore. You're getting paid for the results you deliver. I mean, if you can help a client make an extra $10,000, charging them $2,000 is an amazing deal for them, no matter if it took you 2 hours or 20. And when it comes to finding clients, I want you to forget about finding 10 clients or 100 clients. Just wipe that from your mind. The goal, the only goal you should have when you're starting out, is to find one. Just one. Doesn't that make the whole thing feel so much more doable? So how do you find that one person? Don't overcomplicate it. Seriously, start with the people you already know. Just think about a problem you can solve for someone who's already in your network. You could even offer a little discount at first in exchange for a killer testimonial that you can use to land client number 2. The most important thing is just to be clear and confident in what you're offering. And that brings us to the end. Look, listening to this is great, but it's action that actually creates change. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget about some grand 5-year plan for a second. Based on everything we just talked about, what is the one single smallest step you can take this week to move forward? Write it down, commit to it. That's how this all begins.